This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. All right. Okay.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, Betsy.
Marcy.
I'm excited for our guests today. They are going to be new friends.
I know, I'm so pumped.
Best part of this podcast is making friends.
I do love making new friends. It's the best.
It's the best. We have some friends from the podcast Exploration Live, Charlie Bardey and Natalie Rotter-Laitman. Welcome.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
We are so excited to be here.
Oh,
Get ready. It's going to be
amazing
scary.
that you foregrounded friendship. Yeah, I should actually say that it's like I get scared really easily.
Yes.
So I would ask that we actually not discuss anything paranormal. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I meant to say I don't want to do any of that.
Okay,
So
well,
just anything else?
let's talk
Yeah.
about
Anything else.
the abortion pills and Walgreens then. That'll be fun.
Yes. And I have a lot of jokes on that, so that'll be fun for everybody.
Strong takes, jokes.
Tell us about your podcast. You guys, Exploration Live. Tell us all about it.
We'd love to. Basically, it's the podcast Charlie and I do. It's basically like chat kind of stuff. We each bring in ideas from the week, like our kind of best ideas we could think of, and then we go over them together.
Yeah.
Fun.
So, it's loose.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, it's loose.
We really cling to the like structure of like the list. Like we each are like, this is our list of 3 ideas for the week. And that is like important to us. And then we give them to each other. But beyond that, it really is chatting.
Great.
And the ideas are genius. Like they're basically like, why does the microwave like beep like that?
Right, yeah.
Like stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
So people are
Yeah.
going to want to tune in.
Oh,
Yeah, basically, it's amazing. I don't know if I don't want to say
if we're
that.
selling
actually.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it sounds great. That is fun.
Thank you.
Of just like, I really like that. Have you ever had multiple times where you're like, I'm sorry, I have to bring in this idea again?
Yeah.
Because I'm just
Yes.
into it. Okay.
Well, what happens is a lot of the time, like we've now done this podcast for over a year, and we each bring in 3 or 4 ideas. And, we give them like little names. And what
Yes.
we'll find out is we'll be talking about like, I'll bring in something and we'll be talking about it. And then halfway through talking about it, like, we're like, you know what? I think I said the same thing 8 months ago. So it's nice to be like, we really have some consistency.
Yeah.
And sometimes we
feels
come
fresh
at things
to
from
us.
new angles and we're like,
Yeah.
we'll build on it. We'll be like, remember I said that thing about how parking brakes in a car, you have to push it to get it to pull, and we'll add to it, and you build a little corpus of material about one kind of topic. But we are pretty repetitive, we've found out.
Yes.
Oh, we are too.
every week goes.
Goes.
We're like, back to the thing with yogurt. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, out of curiosity, how many times have you talked about the fact that pre-made chocolate milk is so much better than the chocolate milk you make by mixing it yourself?
Never.
And that's like
That's a fucking grade A example of an
Yeah.
amazing idea.
Yeah.
Stole that from my nephew. He's very upset. He lives in Japan right now, and he cannot find pre-made chocolate milk, and it is the bane of his existence as a 16-year-old.
That is so funny. Like,
Wait,
you live
Natalie,
in one of the coolest places in the world.
Right.
You'll be fine.
It's also like it's got to be there. You just might be the labels are not so familiar, but I
Right.
trust if he's
It's not at
you would know better than me.
7-Eleven. It's not at 7-Eleven. I think that's
Right.
where he gets all of his food is from 7-Eleven.
You know, Natalie, didn't you bring chocolate milk to something recently as like a special treat? Or was it?
Yeah, I brought Yoo-hoo, actually.
Yeah, you brought Yoo-hoo recently,
Yeah,
and it was like,
let's be really clear, because Yoo-hoo is not chocolate milk. Like, it's like a water-based chocolate drink, and that's why it tastes so weird, right?
It's a chocolate beverage.
Right.
whoa.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh my god.
That's like thinking.
Isn't that like
Oh my God.
Well, it's like thinking Sunny D is orange
You
juice.
do get scared
Right.
easily.
Right.
Oh, wait, I gotta go. Oh, God.
It's a water-based chocolate beverage. There's so much I don't know.
I just want to be clear about that, just in case medically someone needs to know the distinction.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I want to blow your minds and tell you that milk's a water-based beverage too.
Whoa, you're right. You know what I was thinking about with milk,
Wait.
actually?
What?
Like, it's mostly water.
Right.
But then it's crazy how, like, opaque and white milk is.
Viscous.
Yeah, it's like, it's actually like you look at milk and you're like, that is the purest white that exists or that
Yeah.
I see, really, on a regular
Right.
basis. And it kind of
Right.
comes from, like, a nasty-ish place. Not nasty, but, like, you know what I mean?
Charlie.
Like,
But you know
I meant,
what?
like, the factory farming part of it, not, like,
sure,
the
sure,
animal
sure.
part
That
of
it's like
it.
half like pus or whatever.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't want to say it, but Natalie.
I'm calling it now. We're
We're
ending
done.
this.
All right. Cool.
I'm
Talk
like,
to
I
us
won't
about
do
ghosts.
scary, but I'll do gross. So,
Yes.
Pus.
yeah.
I'll say buzz. Wow, that sounds that sounds very fun. I
Yeah.
want to kind of do that as an exercise for my life, just to be like, what comes to mind?
Yeah.
What could you think
Like-
of?
Well, it's amazing because because we have each other, we can bring in pretty loose stuff, and like, well, often it's like, I feel weird about the thing of like, you know how when you're hanging out with someone and like you text them right before you get there? Like, what is that? And like, one of us will bring in that idea, and then the other person will be like, you know what that is? You're like easing into it, and then we'll like be able to complete the kind of hypothesis.
Yes.
So you can come in being like, I know that there's something going on here. I just don't know like what it is exactly.
Right.
And sometimes it's like, I don't know what it is either. And then we try to figure it out and we fail and we say, that's okay. No problem.
Good.
Walk away.
Life is not a problem to be solved.
Exactly.
No.
But what is it?
It's a terror.
If not that. Yeah, exactly.
Well, so your show is premiering. I think this will air after your show is premiered, so they can go find a couple of episodes.
Yeah.
And you're going to be on the Headgum Network with us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome,
Our friends
sisters.
over at-
Headgum.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys can tell us about like the snacks in LA. Do you go into the office actually?
It's crazy.
Yeah, we have sex at the
There's
office.
so much sex in
oh
the
my
office.
God. It's honestly
I-
an HR disaster how much sex. But,
Yeah, that's cool.
no, we don't know what sex is, but we think we're having it.
We're pretty sure
did
we're
you
having
guys
it
think
right
I asked
now.
that?
Yes. Did you
Yeah.
not ask this?
No.
Oh, I heard sex. What'd
I was
you
like, wow,
say?
you guys are really on the same wavelength about the sex thing.
I know. I
but-
was like, that's so cool.
We're doing fine.
Betsy, did you hear sex?
I heard sex. What did you?
No, I
Pretty
said
horny, so I guess.
snacks.
You said
But I'm a mumbler.
snacks.
I am a mumbler.
I mean, I could fuck a mini Chips Ahoy bag. So
There you go.
Yeah, any of those like little fruit snacks. I'll have sex with them.
Well, everyone's got their own stuff that they love.
Wow.
I'm
I was so
Wow.
surprised. I was like, we were like, how's the office? And you guys were like, we have sex there. And I was like, whoa. You guys
LA.
are strong. Yeah, it's a different vibe. Okay.
Whoa, that feels nuts. I heard sex for
this
sure.
is our last
Yeah.
episode. It's crazy.
You're like, well, we're in a lot of trouble, actually.
Yeah, we're not allowed to go anywhere near Headgum.
The kitchen's destroyed because of us. Oh, well, I'm ashamed. So we're going to just start by asking both of you individually. We'll let you answer. What, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Natalie, do you want to go first?
Sure. Well, for me, I'm not like a strong believer, but I'm like extremely open to it. And I really love stories about it and like content about it. I'm really into like medium shows, Henry Tyler, Hollywood Medium.
Yes.
I loved I didn't really watch when he did it for celebs, but like the most recent Netflix one, did you guys watch?
I love that one too. Yeah, where it's like, I'm very sick.
Yeah. He was
Who
like,
said
I
that?
have to lay down.
Well, mediumship is killing him.
Oh,
It's like his heart keeps giving out, or his lungs, or something,
Because of ghosts.
because of ghosts,
what?
which I 100% believe. Oh, and I heard a story about him
Dish.
I think I was listening to Bitch Fest. Yeah, were you about to say that?
No.
Oh, Dish, you said.
I said sex.
I have sex in the office. No, on Casey Wilson's podcast, Real Housewives podcast, I think it was her, but I'm not sure. It might have been anyone else. Told a story about being on a set where he was, and they were like, "You need to leave the room," or maybe her makeup artist told her this. Not sure. Anyways, I believed it. So he was on set somewhere, and they said to the makeup artist, like, you need to leave the space because he can get like confusing, distracted signals about other people who have passed on. And she left, and then while the interview was happening, she snuck back in, and he started getting all these like messages that had nothing to do with the person he was interviewing, and they were all relevant for the makeup artist, like about the person she had lost. And then she finally, and the person he was interviewing was like, no, nothing with the sister, nothing was whatever, like, and he was like so confused. And then finally she stepped up and she was like, this is for me.
And he was like,
I
get off.
love
Get off
that.
set.
I'm gagged. That's amazing.
So anyways, I'm into stuff like that. And when people say they have had stories with like people who have passed on type stuff, I like that.
Yeah.
Ghosts specifically, like, I'm not so attached to like the idea of like someone you don't know coming to you. Like, I'm like, what?
Hey, can I help you? Like
Ghost, like a ghost in a house. I'm not totally there, but I'm open to it. You know, when someone has a story, like, I'm listening. So that's kind of my thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Charlie?
Okay, I think my thing is that like in my like logical brain, I'm pretty skeptical. Like, I don't think I'm like a big paranormal believer. That said, I find the stories so compelling and also am really, really easily scared. And so like find the stories really kind of gripping and really do like, so it's like my logical brain, I'm like, I don't believe that. But then if I'm like, I actually am afraid to be, I have like a roommate, and like when he's like not there, I'm literally like, like in my house alone, and I'm like, I'm legit scared. Like, I'm legit scared in here.
But are you scared of like a real, like a breaking and entering, or are you like, is it more like freaky?
It's like a little bit like of a mix. It's like the image I have in my head of like what could happen is like, yeah, like I don't know where I got this from, but like a pale smiling man smiling against my window.
Yeah.
Ew.
Right. By the way, like, and that's not like something that would happen logically. That is just, it's like a mixture of like serial killer and like demon is like really scary to me. And I think I also do believe in like that, like people generally are like weirder and have weirder little spooky projects that like they don't let on.
Spooky projects.
As in like, it's like there are all these stories. Like I like the, there's, I was listening to one like paranormal. I can't remember. No, sorry. It was on a podcast, and it was being told to me secondhand by a person who had listened to it on a podcast. But it was a story of somebody having like a really weird kind of inexplicable encounter and realize it like with like a girl in his neighborhood who like nobody else knew and nobody talked to. They would go behind the woods and like smoke cigarettes. No, do you know this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Can I spoil it?
Yeah.
Do spoil
Okay.
it because I think
It
it's
came
from,
out a while.
I think it's from Spooked. like
Yes, I'm
season
pretty sure it's
1 or
Spooked.
2. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And like the resolution is that it's like this child eventually realizes later on that like the person he had been like the girl he'd been smoking cigarettes with behind his house was actually like it turns out that girl had died. And he'd gone to the house of the mom, and the mom had been like, no, we don't have a daughter, like, or she passed. And he realized many years later, he went back and was like, oh my God, the girl was I'm getting chills. The mom dressed up as her daughter, smoking cigarettes with like this young boy.
Oh.
Isn't that wild?
It's great.
Wait.
Wait, it's not hitting for Natalie. Hold on.
Well, so it wasn't a ghost.
No,
No,
but
it wasn't
it's
a ghost,
even
but it was-
creepier.
It was like
No,
a real
for sure.
person, like doing okay, and my goosebumps are back. It was a real person, but like under this completely false pretense, and that's very
Yeah,
scary
like
to me.
playing with like a 9-year-old boy, and she was like
Yeah.
a few years older, and he had a crush on her. But even though he was like, she's ugly, but I still like her, kind of.
Yeah.
And she was pretending to be a little girl.
Yes.
Yeah,
She was pretending to be her deceased daughter.
her daughter who died. So she was like
Of lung
telling the
cancer
little
from
kid.
smoking too much, though.
Whoa.
No, I don't know that.
Shoot.
know.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and it-
To me, yeah, that does like kind of pull the rug out from under a lot of ghost stories, though, because you're like, if that can happen, if there's an explanation that crazy,
Right.
then it's like I feel like every freaky ghost story you could be like,
Well,
you know,
But that's scary. You're like, oh, it wasn't a ghost. It was a guy in my house.
He never
Like,
believed her to be a ghost. He was like, "That's my little friend," and
Right.
then it was like later revealed, like, "Oh no,
there was never a little kid here.
Yes.
Holy shit, it was the mom. Like, and he learned that years and years
As an
later.
adult.
That he
Wait,
was like,
how did he find out it was the mom?
He just put
Just
it
put it
together." Yeah.
Yeah. He also describes
You
it
guys,
as like
I'm
a
not
flash
getting
of
this
insight.
story.
you gotta
know.
listen
We
to
gotta
it. It's
listen.
on
Yeah.
Spook.
We gotta find
Yeah.
I'll listen to it, but to me, I'm like, he was a kid, and like so he like I'm like, you didn't clock that she was like an adult woman, and like.
No, it took.
And
It
you
was like
realized it
years
later?
and years later that
Yeah.
he then was like, "Oh,"
And then he was
because
like,
he like
"Oh."
learned that the girl had died like before he was.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
he was like, "Oh, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I'm so incredibly stupid."
Oh my! I
Yeah.
don't
No, I'm
So
kind of like
dumb.
maybe it was a ghost, but I see that none of you are with me on it, so I'll just have to listen to it.
You also like this story was told to me so competently and beautifully. Like it was like it was like in a big group, and people were like kind of being like, does anybody have any spooky stories? And this one girl, Sarah Wilson, she's a comedian, she's very funny, she's very talented. She was like, I don't have one, but I was just listening to one, and I would love to
Yes.
retell it.
She's
And
a
it
great
was like
storyteller.
really like a classic, like here's a scary
Gather
story.
round.
Gather
Yeah.
round, and we were all in a circle, and we were
Yes.
like, we were in like a dark theater after. It was like she nailed it.
What is she, a
Fun.
true crime podcaster, just repeating stories she already heard on another podcast?
Yeah, basically. But actually, no, because in this
For
case,
friends.
yeah, I'm like, I'm going to defend her.
This was just me going after true crime podcasts. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
So
get
all
'em.
that's to say, like, I actually really love hearing them, and they really activate something for me. And I don't know what that says about me. It's like I'm reckoning with this part of myself where it's like, that's not possible. And yet, like, my brain is like, but what is it?
Yeah, but what if it
Yeah.
is possible?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
it's fun.
So cute, Charlie.
I'm excited to hear other people's scary stories. I don't know if that's part of this.
yes, it will be. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Oh, yeah, it will.
Well, now, did either of you grow up in families that had tales that they would tell? Like, my family would always tell scary stories around, like, a campfire or whatever. Like, that was a thing when we'd have a weenie roast or something like that.
Cute.
That's cute, and I want that, actually.
I want a hot dog. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Hot dogs,
exactly.
marshmallows.
No,
the
but I
whole
want to be cold, but around something warm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a fun.
And like
that's
huddled and
right.
like smoky.
Yeah,
And I want a hot dog.
And
Yeah.
community, actually.
thing. Yes, you're lonely.
I'm lonely right now. Literally, I'm like, when people leave, when my roommate isn't here, I lose my mind.
Is your roommate out there? Because if so,
No, not right
you
now.
better watch
Exactly.
out. Yeah.
I know, the pale man is going to come smiling.
Ew, the pale man.
know. 'Cause
Did
it's
you
just
have
like-
any? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I was gonna say, like, was there anything as a child
Right.
that
Who is
you
the pale
like
man?
this pale man or whatever? Where it is like, oh, I used to think something was
Right.
under my bed or in my closet or
did I get scared? You know what?
boogeyman.
As a child in my parents' house, my mom had like this full suit of armor. Yeah. That was like instead of my parents.
Are you
instead
very
of getting,
rich and living in a castle?
No, it was instead of their. I mean, like upper middle class, to be honest. But instead of like an engagement ring, my like parents bought this like suit of armor together. From, like,
What the
It wasn't
That's
so fancy. It was
fun.
like, but full
so
size,
cool.
whatever. Yeah,
That
but
rules.
I know it was cool.
Did
but I
someone
was
wear
so
it down the
scared of it.
aisle?
Yeah, like my mom is like clink, clink, clink.
Your dad is like still trying to do it as a surprise. It's like behind his back. He's like,
What is
He's like,
that?
who is that? But I was so scared of it because it was in like the living room, and I would
Yes.
like, I was a
Yeah,
scared
it's
kid,
so
and I didn't sleep so
scary.
well. So I would constantly like sneak out into the living room, see this full size. Obviously, I'm like, there's someone in there,
Of course.
and then would sprint past it to my parents'
you
room
are so strong for that, even though it
Thank
scared
you.
you. Like
Thank you.
that's fucked up
to go ask for help when I needed it, and go to my parents' room and be like, hey,
to live that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So that was an early like fearful moment for me.
yeah.
For sure.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
I would totally probably have just stared at it and been like, oh, it just moved its head.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I do remember like peeking out and watching it for a really long time, gathering the courage to like run past it.
Oh.
So scary. Wait, literally, it's like the dark literally is scary.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's horrible.
It's so. And my room growing up didn't have windows.
Well,
So
that's
I
not
was-
even a room. That can't be classified as a room by fire
Legally,
code.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was just. The door would close and it would be completely pitch black.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. I was just actually connecting this. I was like, and now I have a lot of trouble sleeping. And I'm like, so what's?
Here we
I don't know what that is.
Charlie, your childhood sounds very upsetting to me.
And then my parents got divorced.
You wait.
It was really like.
You lived in a dungeon. You had
Yeah, a little bit.
you had no lights. Completely dark. Suit of armor guarding you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry
And
to
I
bring it
actually,
up.
can I add something to it? We had a horrible mouse infestation growing up. And so mice once fell from the ceiling onto my bed.
You actually lived the scariest thing, but it's scarier than ghosts. No wonder why you're not sure to believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Ow.
And then, well, not to keep staying on me for a second, but I also want to add this part of it, which is like my family is ardently like atheistic and rationalistic. Like
Okay.
they are like up like generations have been like staunch atheists. I was raised really explicitly like there is no God. And science, with one exception being a grandmother who was an atheist but was like, I believe in fortune telling. So we sometimes did that.
Okay. Okay.
What-
And I
Grandma.
loved it. And actually, it still brings me comfort because a fortune teller on literally like Lafayette Avenue in like 2002 was like, Charlie will be successful. And I'm like, whew, sigh of relief.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good
Will be
one.
Successful, whatever success means to him. Next.
Exactly. Exactly. She was literally $5. She was on like, maybe it was like West Broadway or something.
Yes,
Like,
that's
all right.
so fun. All right, I'll take it.
That's
I'll
awesome.
take
Anyway,
it.
that's my
Wow.
Good
Yeah.
Mine is kind of like my family didn't really like scary stuff at all. Like no one was spooky, no one was freaky. Like everyone was just like, do not be scared or scare me. And my younger sister is into medium stuff. Like she believes in, and she's always like, go to a medium if I die. My older sister is like, they are con men and you're stupid. So that was kind of the vibe growing up, but it didn't, but ghost stuff, they never had any
Yeah.
time for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't want to be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Which
It's
is
an interest.
life
yeah.
is scary enough, right?
Yeah.
Life is scary enough. I get it. Well, actually, Natalie and I saw a horror movie together recently, and neither of us really do that so much.
What'd you see?
We saw Megan,
Megan. Yeah.
and we
Which
didn't
one-
get so scared.
Yeah. It wasn't so
it's
scary.
it's a blast.
No, you want Megan to do whatever she needs to do.
Exactly.
You're rooting
Exactly.
for Megan.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, we had a blast.
Yeah, we
we
actually had a lot of fun.
chit-chatted. We had
Yeah.
popcorn. I thought it was a really fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice too because it felt safe because there were so many people in the theater and a lot of people were talking. So I find that really helpful. And by the way, I still often was in the movie turned completely around in my seat out of fear.
Oh,
Into Natalie.
It's too loud is the thing. You know what I mean?
These movies
Just
these
a
days are
pinch
just
too
so loud.
Yeah.
And that's what was
don't
freaking me out.
Like that. You know what was my big touch point for scary stuff growing up was like, wait, this isn't like paranormal though. I think this is just like serial killer vibe. But do you guys remember that story growing up about like the clown in the bedroom?
what? Remind us, because
No,
Is
actually.
it 3 no's?
Yeah, sorry. I
Shit.
said yes,
Okay.
but I just realized I know what clowns in bedrooms are. And I was like,
I thought this
I know those
Poltergeist.
two things.
I thought this was like a national story, but there was basically like a rumor that went around my elementary school that like there was like someone got a clown for their birthday, and then like the
oh,
clown,
God.
like he put it under the bed, and then the clown, or
like a
I'm
toy?
merging 2 stories. It was like a life-size clown that ended up like killing him or something.
What?
And then there was another one about like a kid, and they like had a sleepover, and the dog was licking his fingers under the bed, and then he got up and he was like, "There is no dog," and then it was like, "There is no dog."
Psychopaths
Yes.
can lick too.
Right.
Yeah, it was like an
Think
escape.
again.
It's an escape. That the urban legend is, or whatever the story is, like that. Like there is someone escaped from an insane asylum back when the
Yeah,
government
yeah.
used to pay for people to go to insane asylums.
In the
Oh,
good old
brother.
days.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
here goes Marcy. No.
I just want insane asylums back, guys, because it's a lot of fun fodder for me. Yeah, the psychopaths, and then the woman keeps reaching her hand under the bed, and her dog is like licking her hand to reassure her. And then in the morning, she finds her dog dead, and written in blood is a note that says, or like on the wall, it says, "Psychopaths can lick too."
Ooh.
I heard that around the
Hey.
campfire, guys.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. I've heard that one. That's a good one.
Love it.
To me, like the psychopath, like serial killer genre, which is like real, like that actually is a real thing that literally happens, is like adjacent to paranormal, and it's actually like a true embodiment of it. Like you don't get the thing of like you don't get the thing of like, ooh, is this or is this not real? But you do get the thing of like, that is so crazy to do that it feels beyond real.
Unreal,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
And like a kind of like suffering that is like so scary. Obviously it's so compelling, which is why like I don't engage in that much like true crime media, but like once I was at the laundromat and it was playing and I stood and watched it for like 45 minutes. Like some
The
serial
news
killer
or like a
it was like a serial killer
documentary?
documentary at the laundromat, and I literally was like stood wrapped.
Mouth open.
Mouth completely. I was, oh my God.
That's a fun laundromat if they're
Yeah.
showing true crime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like missed my dry cycle. I was like,
It's fine. It's fine.
yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah. We talk about that a lot too on this, of just like the brain itself
Yeah.
is so complex to where it feels like almost paranormal, because it's like, I don't understand it. Like that's,
Yeah,
I don't
so
understand
true.
what's going on. Like, so
Right.
is that technically? But yeah, it's so scary.
Yeah.
Serial killers.
I know, and it sticks with me. I wonder if I'll be scared tonight, and I bet you I will be.
I can already tell it's coming. I feel it, Charlie.
But do you guys not experience that? Like, you're good. You do this podcast all the time.
Yeah.
Or do you live in fear?
We live in fear. No, I find these, not all the stories are scary. So like,
Sure.
yeah. And I love, I don't know, like Betsy, you're a big horror head. So
Yeah.
you watch scary stuff constantly.
I do. I love it. I will say recently I read Cabin at the End of the World, which is what Knock at the Cabin
yeah.
movie's based off of. And I would read it before bed and I would have nightmares that totally related to that, where it was like,
You're like,
oh,
where's
I
this
know
coming from?
exactly where that came from.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
a really
God.
great book, but it was like the entire time I was reading it, I would have at least like one nightmare in the night and just be like, oh
At least.
man, it's the book. But for the most part, I'm okay.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just like it so much.
Yeah.
Now, Charlie, you've been to a fortune teller. Natalie, and your sister wants you to go to a medium. Have you dabbled in any other divination?
I haven't. Sorry, I was like, go ahead, Charlie, but that question was for me. Let's hear it, Charlie. I haven't. Well, I've had like my tarot read. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to say tarot, but that's not right.
Tarot, yes.
Yes, tarot. And my girlfriend is into. I think she has some fortune telling capabilities.
Please tell us.
But
Yeah.
maybe I'm just simping.
What's
But
going
I
on?
think- Well, she just kind of has some. She gets these vibes, premonitions, and such, and
Yeah.
I kind of believe them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Is
Yeah.
she like down to try to like hone in, like work on it and like
yeah, she has
cool.
a little bit, but I'm realizing it's actually not my information to be sharing. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, it's cool. So I sometimes when I hear stuff that she says about that, I'm like, I believe that. But you know what I really think is my most interaction with psychics is, do you either of you watch Real Housewives?
Yes.
I don't.
Great. I am always thinking that someone could do an amazing type of project, like tracking basically every season, every franchise has a psychic come. And the shows have been on for like decades or a decade or whatever, long time. And like you can track like what comes true, what doesn't. Like I feel like there's so much there.
I mean, one of the most famous ones is when they're in Morocco.
Absolutely.
This
Yes.
Moroccan fortune teller she's speaking in French, so Countess Luann is translating, and I think someone else, like Kelly Ben Simone, also is like understanding the French too, right? And Ramona's getting like her fortune told, and the lady's like speaking in French, and they're like, "Oh no, it's about Mario! It's about Mario!" And it's basically that like there's another woman in her husband's life, and she's like, well, that's got to be my daughter Avery. That's Avery. Yeah, that's what it is. And they're all like and then like 2 years later she gets a divorce because he was cheating on her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Sonia is like sitting near them, and she is hysterically crying about the fact that Ramona's husband is cheating. Ramona's like, no, he's not. And she's like, no.
And then I think in Orange County, Tamra and
yes.
someone else was like, Vicky's boyfriend is faking cancer. And he was.
This is one of my favorite.
Wow.
I completely forgot about it. Actually, thank you so much, Marcy, for bringing that up. Can I talk about it for a second?
Yeah.
So this guy is saying that he has cancer, and people aren't really saying it's fake, right? Like that's not really so much in the plot line of it.
Not until the psychic brings it up. Yeah.
Until Tamra has this like very close friend who's a psychic, and Tamra's also like Vicky's best friend, so it's like yikes. And they go to lunch with him, and they're just like asking him questions for fun, right? They're like, am I gonna have a blah blah blah, like what's whatever. And they're like, what's his name?
Brooks Ayers.
Brooks, right? Is he gonna get better? What's gonna happen with him? And the psychic gets very cagey, and he's like, I've been wrong before, but I don't see it. And they were like, you don't see it? And he's like, the cancer, I don't see it. And they're like, what the hell does that mean? And then he was like conning them all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was
that's
faking it.
awesome.
And then
That is crazy.
I think famously Marisol's mother in Real Housewives of Miami was a witch, and she was pretty scary looking
Watch
too.
Miami.
Yeah, it was like earlier. She's passed
watching.
now, but and Miami women are all very worried about people putting spells, hexes and spells on them anyway. So
I love that.
yeah,
There was an OC woman who was a witch, right? Or was that Beverly Hills?
it was Beverly Hills, and it was. I know too much. Her name was.
This is cool to watch. I'm
I
literally
do like
this.
it. It's like, holy shit. All
I
right.
know.
What is her? Her name isn't Carlisle. It's something.
No, it's Carlton.
Carlton. Yes, Carlisle.
She's kind of like a.
Well, no, go ahead.
I have nothing. I was going to say she's a
gonna
goth witch.
Remember the Alison Dubois episode where she tells Kyle, this is in
Kyle.
season 1, she's friends with Camille Grammer, Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife, and she is who is the show Medium is based on Alison Dubois. If you ever watch with Patricia Arquette, right? So Patricia Arquette is playing the character of Alison Dubois, who is a famous medium who is like actually like worked with the cops and like worked with, you know, police to solve cases and stuff. Yeah. So she's like, and she happens to be friends with Camille Grammer, and she's smoking an e-cigarette long before they were popular.
I mean,
She
we're
knew.
talking 2009. She's huffing an e-cigarette. It's like, what are you doing? And what is that?
She is out for Kyle. She was like, I know when everyone is going to die, and I love that about me. And she's like, your husband will never fulfill you.
Yeah. That one I'm really interested in. Because to me, I'm like, she's a quack because I love Kyle and Mauricio and they're so strong. And I'm just like, because she says your husband will never emotionally fulfill you.
Yes.
And it's like, well, he really does. So like, he won't forever is a different question than like, he never will. You know what I mean? Like, do you think Mauricio doesn't fulfill Kyle?
I mean, that is a bigger question for a bigger podcast, honestly. You're right.
That's a podcast in itself.
And thankfully, there are many podcasts tackling that.
I actually have
issue.
another one. So,
Yeah, Marty's got one.
Do you have a Housewives podcast?
Bravo podcast. Yeah. On Patreon, L's for Losers. Come check it out. Did you grow up with any like hometown legends or lore? Like we always say the one on Witch Hill. Oh, go ahead, Charlie.
I have one. This was making me think of this. I'm from New York City, so a big thing that was like a genre of story that gets passed around is like people having narrow senses to avoid 9/11. Like there's a lot of people who have stories of like, my dad was gonna go into work and then he just like got a weird vibe and like for the first time in his whole career he called in sick and that was like the day it happened. Like there are so many stories like that. Then there's also the genre of stories like one of my best friends growing up lived like really close to it and it was like, well, it was, you know, we walked that way to get to school, and that one day my mom said, let's go a different way, like, because I have a, you know what I mean? Like, so there's a lot of this sense of, like, you know, vague, like, who knows how people knew how to avoid it or whatever. That's like a whole genre of New York City, like, kind of urban legend.
Yeah.
Like
I want to see a documentary on that where it is just like, let's interview everybody who had, like, just kind of a weird feeling and was like, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like the narrow misses are so compelling narratively. You're just like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. I just narrowly avoided this like insane, horrible thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, I think the biggest one I'm thinking of. Do you have any?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think we had any. Sorry.
No, it's okay. We were just saying we always think of though the one where it's like there's a hill in town and people say if you go to the hill at midnight and put your car in neutral it'll roll up the hill, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, there'll be like little kid handprints from pushing it or something. It's fun.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
People talked about, I think, like, what's the one where you look in the mirror and you say
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I did that with my friends once.
And she came and got you?
And nothing fucking happened.
And then they died like later that night. It was so weird.
In a horrific way, but that was something else.
But that felt unrelated. Like they just got like bludgeoned. So
Yeah.
We said Bloody Mary, and then, we did see a headless woman in the mirror, but it didn't, like, work. Like, I didn't do anything.
I was like a spooky little kid. Like at every sleepover, we would do light as a feather, stiff as a board. We would do cat scratch.
Wait, what is that? Light as a feather.
Oh my God. Have you never seen The Craft? You must go watch it if you haven't. But
I don't know.
it's where a bunch of little girls
Yeah, one lays down in the middle,
and
and then a bunch of yeah.
and her little friends put two little fingers under her, and they go, light as a feather, stiff as a
Stiff
board.
as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
And then you're
And
supposed to
then-
lift your friend up with just your little fingers.
And do you?
Yes, every time.
It works every single time.
You magically float.
Oh.
No, I mean, I don't
Okay.
remember, but it is one of those things
I'm
where...
sure we were like, so it's not working. You're
Yeah.
doing it wrong.
Or like we would do Ouija, like I played with a Ouija board once, and
Yeah.
then I got too scared to ever do it again.
Really?
Totally.
Did it feel like something like worked when you did it? Like, did you feel like you got a message?
It said it was gonna kill me, so I was like, no, thank you,
Let's
Yeah.
get that out of
Let's
here.
put that away.
not for me.
Good luck,
Okay,
sweetie.
enough out of you.
Best of luck.
Not from the cupboard.
Now, we didn't ask about like aliens and stuff. What is your feeling on that? Because that
Yeah.
falls under paranormal for us.
It does fall under paranormal.
Right.
I mean, I like scientifically, unequivocally believe that there is other life in the universe. It's so big. Come on.
Yeah.
I really want to believe that it's like it's around, but I don't know. I'm neutral on it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm 100% in there being aliens for sure. I was just saying the other day, like it's probably so random to them that we think they're green. Like they're probably like, we don't even have like colors. Like what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
anyways,
That's so funny.
but I don't really believe alien stories so much. Like every alien story I hear, I'm like,
Really?
that doesn't really check out for me.
I do feel like they usually are like explicable in a way that like
Yeah.
doesn't quite scratch the same. Although sometimes I've been into them before.
Well, I feel 100% that the government knows
Some
about
stuff.
the aliens.
Wasn't there was a
didn't
whole
they
thing
say that?
recently? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
what
they've like
happened?
What'd they
recently
say?
come out and been like, oh yeah, we got a lot of we got
Stuff
a
we
lot
don't
of
know about.
proof.
Yeah, they keep like
Say again?
declassifying stuff. They're like, yeah, we don't know what that is either. How about that? We saw this. No one can explain it.
But
That's cool.
But during COVID, didn't they randomly say like, yeah, we are in? What did they say?
Like,
You know
it was-
what I'm
I think it
talking
was
At beginning of COVID, they were like, yeah, there's a bunch of UFOs. This will get lost in the news cycle. And it did because we don't remember the specifics.
Right.
about? Yeah,
they won.
I'm gonna have a chip, and I'm gonna take the mic away from my mouth. For one second.
Yeah. That's,
So we can handle it for when you're doing the chip.
well, it might
What's-
be. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you guys wanted to, we could listen to a listener story. But if you have something else, we can get
Oh yeah,
to
let's
it.
do it.
let's do it.
No, I
Okay.
love
Oh
that.
yeah, let's
I wanna
listen.
hear it.
That way you can chomp on a chip and,
Eat my
and
chip.
enjoy a story like you're at a campfire.
Yeah,
Can't
fun.
Eat a hot dog.
Eat a I do want a hot dog.
Well, now that I said it, I do.
Good.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy, and possibly guest. I've thought about calling quite a few times over the last couple years, listening to your podcast, but never have. And then I saw you doing a cat episode today, which made me think of doing mine, which it's a dog, not a cat, but maybe you'll have a dog episode one day. I don't know. So we have Rottweilers. We did. Now we have one Rottweiler and one Newfoundland, Mavis and Boomy. But when we had our two Rotties, they were both girls, and our older girl was Gia. We lost her about 3 years ago at 14, so she had a good long life, especially for a Rottie. That's actually ancient, which is great. But so we put her down, and probably several months later, at least, I had a dream about her. In the dream, I was sitting in a vet's office, like the waiting room, and I didn't feel like I knew why I was there. I was just hanging out. And then this door opens, and Gia walks through. But I'm assuming you know Rottweiler's coat patterns, the black with the tan or mahogany markings. Well, she looked just like she did in life, except she was white with mahogany markings. But she was so happy to see me, and she ran over and like sat down between my legs, just between my feet. I was still sitting, and then was just gazing up at me like so sweetly and lovingly, which she did in real life. She had, like a lot of dogs, I don't know if everyone notices this, but my dogs definitely have moods. They're like extra affectionate some days, and this was like one of her most affectionate days times 10. It was just, I just remember like crying happy tears in the dream. And yeah, she just gazed up at me. I petted her a while, and it just felt very like, it felt very real for one, but very like meaningful. And I kind of wonder if she came to say goodbye in my dream. Anyway, that's all. Hope you enjoyed. I love your podcast. Thank you guys so much. All right, bye.
What do we think of dream visitations?
Wow.
Oh, that was very moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I had a teacher in school who was like, I went to a Jewish school, who was like, have you guys ever had a dream with God in it? And I was like, yeah, which I hadn't, but I was just like,
What's everybody else saying? Yes? Then
Yeah.
yes.
right. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous. Like, that's like how God like visits people. Like, if I ever had like God in my dream, I'd be like, that's God. And I was like, okay, I lied. But the idea, like, I feel like has kind of stuck with me, that like a person in your dream, like there is something real to it. Though honestly, also like my mom's a therapist, and dreams for us were always so like, okay, so you're thinking about this, like,
Right.
you know.
Right.
What do you guys think?
Well, it seems like at a bare minimum, it's like revealing something that you like maybe know subconsciously, but aren't like consciously aware, right? Like, it's like, you know, there's a level that your dog was affectionate that maybe hadn't really like, you hadn't fully actualized, right? And it's like, you know, that is like a kind of communication of saying like, hey, like there was this love here that like, even if you say you know it, like I think you're missing this like very visceral way of experiencing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like kind of naming it, which is very beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean,
that your brain wants to say goodbye and have that affection. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then to be able to wake up and be like, okay.
Right. And it's even like part of your brain like that understands the dog is looking at the other part of your brain that just like is you in your life and is like, you're not fully getting it. Like,
Hey,
why don't you
come back
sit down and listen up?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's so amazing. And it's like, it's crazy how much a dream can change your mood for like months, actually.
Yeah.
Like and it can change your life. Yeah, I'll stick with that.
Yeah. It sounded good. Yeah.
It sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Why not?
Now, this just occurred to me. Like, what are your thoughts on like witchcraft and stuff?
I love like it as ritual. And I do really like I'm into like manifestation, I'm into ritual, I'm into
Yes.
process. I think it's like really actually important. Again, with all these things, I think I kind of like sidestep the question of like, is this literally true? And take it more as like, is this like a helpful way of like understanding the world and like going about my life?
Right.
And I really like, you know, process of like I don't know, this past summer, my friends and I did a thing of like, during like a full moon, we like burned, I can't remember what it was. It was like some goal we had for ourselves and like burned it and like did a whole like meditative process. And it was so nice and so meaningful and like really actually oriented me in a helpful way. I'm in.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah. Basically slay.
Slay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am so there with witch stuff. Like, I feel like I know there's like cultures that have stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, that I'm hearing.
Do you
But I
have
don't
any
really know anything
rituals
about
that
it.
you follow though? Like, are there things that you're like, well, I guess that is sort of a ritual that I do every time?
Yeah, but I think I'm pretty like, I brush pretty hard or something. What's the expression, Charlie?
like react against it kind of.
Yes, to like stuff that's like, if you do this, then it'll be this.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Well-
like, no, it won't. Yeah.
Right. Well, I won't speak for her, but I have like very moderate moderate OCD, and so there's like a way that ritual can be like you know,
detrimental.
a thing of like, yeah, like it's fine, like I'll be like my family will be okay, I just have to clench my fists 8 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's like that is, it's funny because that is kind of it's witchcraft adjacent. I actually haven't thought about that. That's very funny. Like, that it's like, yeah, I won't push the woman in front of the subway because I'm gonna squish my face up, so I'll be fine. It's like I'm doing witchcraft all the time, actually.
Right, you're a full-blown witch. Yeah.
I literally am like, I'm doing witch, and my spells are like not saying a slur, and
Right.
exactly, that's what I can accomplish.
That's so funny.
It is like, yeah, because I had and still have, but really have been working on OCD, and it is kind of that, like, and it got to the point where it would slow my living down. To that's when I was like, I think I gotta get help with this, because like I now am late to things because I haven't been able to do all of the little rituals I need to do, even to just do like an improv show of like, oh my God, like I would be like walking to the theater and be like, oh, I forgot to do this, and this. I have to go home and do that.
Totally.
You know, just stuff like that. But there is also like beneficial ritual, you know, like this
Totally.
setting your intentions, even if it is like truly, like you said, just grounding yourself and getting ready to be like, oh, this is what I want with my life so far. Like,
yeah. There's also something where it's like, you know, a lot of these things in my life, you know, are certainly connected to that part of myself, but also are like a little helpful. Like I'm really strict about like, you know, no street clothes in the bed. I have like stuff with like contamination, and like washing my hands I can be a little bit obsessive about. Like if I'm on the subway, it's like the first thing I do has to be wash my hands.
But and then remember when COVID happened and everybody's like, I guess we wash our hands now. It's like,
I was like,
no shit. And like airplane people are like, I guess we'll clean the planes.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah.
They're like, wait, you haven't been doing this?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
People are like wearing their subway pants in bed and being like, why does my bed have crumbs in it? And I'm like,
It's not even your crumbs. It's not
right,
even
it's someone else's crumbs. But then also there are times where I'm like, this actually is getting in the way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if I bring someone over to hook up, not to take it there, and I'm like, hey, let's start on the floor.
It's hot for me. Yeah, we don't talk about sex on this podcast.
Small folding chair.
Yeah, then I can hose down when we're done with this.
Because I can clean it with a napkin.
Why don't you put on some of my pants? Something I like.
Yeah.
I want my old pajamas. Yeah, so it's like in balance, but that stuff definitely is like, you know, well, that's like one of the bummers, kind of, not to go off too much, but like that's kind of one of the bummers about like some contemporary whatever, like medicalizing understanding of like mental otherness is like, you know, it's like, oh, that person's just like schizophrenic, and it's like actually in a lot of cultures like that's viewed, or like historically that's been viewed as like a role that actually has a lot more importance and whatever, and are then therefore treated with like a lot more dignity and respect.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's like the thing of being like, no, if you think differently, it's wrong and it's bad.
Yeah.
And obviously sometimes whatever, OCD can be very, very difficult, and there are ways where you want to, but sometimes it's like, well,
But it's got its perks.
I like some of the ways. Whatever, but that's me. It's very easy for me. So,
Right.
So I don't want to say
Yeah,
too much.
I want to
totally.
say that I'm remembering that I've had the experience like maybe 5 times of having a dream about someone who I haven't been in touch with.
Whoa.
And then they reach out to me the next day.
Whoa.
Wait, that's a lot of times.
I know, but I also have dreams about people all the time and then they don't reach out. So,
Right.
Right.
but, you know,
Yeah,
it is
totally.
interesting. And I think there is something like, I do kind of believe that like we are all in touch with like rhythms more than we can understand. And
Yeah.
like you actually are kind of keeping track of like the rhythm of how often you speak to someone, or how like there is something about the connection that is still going even when it's not, and
Right.
it's like you feel that time similarly. I don't know. So like to me, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, we're both starting to remember the other person again or something.
Yeah.
I have an alternative theory because I'm on the side of TikTok that's all about it thinks that I'm going through a bad divorce or that I want to do obsession spells on people. But one
any of that track.
I mean, I'm not married, nor have I ever been, and sure, I'll use my menstrual blood to make someone become obsessed with me. Whatever, you know, waste not, want not, you know.
For sure.
But there's like this one thing that always pops up. It's like how to get someone to text you or call you, and it's like this visualization people do, and I just wonder if they're doing that. If like you're having a dream about them, and then you're like, oh, we should be in contact.
What?
Just saying that it could be
Whoa.
fucking witchcraft.
Right.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well,
They got you.
You're
had
having
one
spells
where-
put upon you. Whoa. Don't put
I don't
spells
doubt
on me.
that.
That's all I ask.
okay.
You know that
Try-
thing that
Yeah.
like what's that thing in science that's like when you observe something it like
it changes the thing.
acts differently.
Yeah.
So that makes
Right.
me believe in spells.
Yeah. I know, that's cool. Like, actually, the part of science that's like, it's like quantum physics.
Yeah.
Which literally, it's like, and you're in science class and you're like, huh? And they're like, yeah, I don't know.
And they're even like, yeah, we don't really even
yeah,
know.
like, it is kind of random, actually.
You know, and they're like, this is what your body's doing it all the time. And you're like, okay. And they're like, but if you can't see something, it's not necessarily happening like that. And you're like,
How
Like, wait.
do we know?
okay.
It's an imperfect science, you know.
That's life. Imperfect science.
Now, if you guys want to, I can play another one just because I got them. If we
I'd
want
love to hear it.
All right.
Let's do
Yeah.
I'm going to do one
it.
more then, just for the
Let's do one
funsies of it.
more.
Hi Marcy, hi Betsy. My name's Carrie and I have a little spooky story to share with you guys. So years and years back, I was on tour with a dance company and we were just passing through West Virginia. And I don't know if you're familiar with West Virginia, but it's very beautiful, very woodsy, very, very rural. So you kind of place where you would just go for, miles without seeing one house. And, so, it's pretty, but it's also very spooky to those of us who are used to a city environment. It's like the kind of place where you know that if you yelled for help, people wouldn't hear you. So we were in this rural town, again, very pretty, so no offense to West Virginians. So we checked into the one motel that we could find on our route, and it was a very basic motel. And so my friend and I, one of the other dancers, we were going into our room, and I'll just take a second to explain the setup of the room so that everything else makes sense. So the way that you'd walk into the room was a very short hallway, and then to the left, as the room opened up, you'd see the two queen-size beds, and then on the right-hand side, like just after you got into the room, was a small, like waist-height refrigerator, and on top of that, a microwave, and then above that on the wall was a little shelf with a coffee maker on top. So my friend and I walk in, we set our suitcases down. I set mine up next to the refrigerator and she set hers up next to the bed that was closest to the door. So we're just unpacking our stuff, and then all of a sudden the coffee maker turns itself on. So we kind of look at the coffee maker and we're startled, and it's making that, because there's no water in it, it's making that really weird kind of like gurgly sound, kind of like death rattle sound, because there's no water and it's just like sucking up air. So it has a toggle switch, so we can't figure out like why would it have turned itself on. It's not like, obviously nobody pressed the toggle switch and we couldn't figure it out. So I just unplugged it thinking, well, maybe there was some sort of electrical surge, something just that would explain it. So then we go to sleep that night. Nothing else weird happens. And then in the morning, we're packing up our stuff. So we're kind of in that same position. So I'm next to my suitcase that is next to the refrigerator, which is below the coffee maker. And my friend is on the other side. So as we're packing our stuff, all of a sudden this coffee maker lurches from the wall. It projects from the wall. And it's now unplugged because I had unplugged it the night before. So it's not like it was an electrical surge. Also, it wasn't as if the wall rattled because this coffee maker did not tumble off the shelf. It projected. It made a clear arc when it left the wall and landed on the bed on the other side of the room. So my friend and I freaked out and we thought, okay, get the hell out of here. We don't know what's going on. This is weird. This coffee maker is possessed. I don't know. So we pack our stuff up and we go back into our car. We leave for the day. And this is well before smartphones. We had cell phones, but smartphones weren't a thing yet. So my friend was texting with her brother and just kind of explaining the weird thing that had happened. And her brother, who's at his house with his computer, Googles, or whatever it was back then, I'm not sure. Anyway, he searches the name of the town, this rural West Virginia town that we were in, and he just writes back, "Oh shit, a lot of crazy things have gone down in that town." And I wish I could remember the name of this town or the things that had happened in this town, but this was so long ago, I can't remember. But I remember just thinking like, wow, that's what was going on. This room or that coffee maker, something was haunted. There was some sort of energy in that room that wasn't happy with us for some reason. Thank goodness it didn't do any more than, want a little bit of a caffeine jolt in the middle of the night. I don't know. So anyway, I hope, sorry I don't have all the details for the story, but I hope it at least was a little fun and entertaining and maybe gave you a little spooky vibes. So thank you guys for the great show and hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.
Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That.
Well, the part of it where it's like I feel like what makes this story so compelling is you listen to it, you're like, okay, that's weird, but it's like we kind of get like, right, something weird with the electricity, and you make peace with it, and then something else where it's like, well, that's not the electricity, honey. Like, so let's get that. Actually, that's weird. That's crazy.
And when you have it with someone else is in the room, like someone else is in the room, and they're like, I saw that too.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay,
god. Yes,
I believe
totally.
this 1,000% to be a ghost situation. Forget what I said before about like not caring about ghosts. I'm like, especially like the town. Like if there's stuff in the town, it's like, that's what happened. It's a ghost.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It goes through a coffee pot.
There we go. Ooh, that's so spooky.
I would hate to be haunting a motel.
Right.
I know. I mean, it could be kind of fun. You get a bunch of different people.
Yeah. I also feels like it's like if you're gonna do anything at a motel, you should be haunting it.
There's one thing.
That's fair. And it must be like, it's like you don't have to stick with one family for like a decade.
Right.
You're like, oh, who are these people? Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like being like an internist versus like an ER doctor, It's like, do you like the fast paced kind of lifestyle? Someone who, you're just on when you're on, when you're off, or do you kind of want to like follow someone?
Right.
Yeah, great metaphor.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
That's
We'll
good.
stick with that. I'm going to always think of that one now. Yeah.
It makes sense. I want to know the town now. I want to know the info.
Yeah, if someone...
We're not.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are people who are like, every town in West Virginia is spooky. So.
Yes.
Yeah, West Virginia has a spooky... Lots of mining
haunted
accidents.
town.
Right.
West Virginia coffee pot.
I think motels just in general are like so spooky because they're not kept up well. So that's spooky.
Yeah.
Very scary.
But I'll never forget the time that I was back in the day when I was doing UCB Tour Co. in New York. We had a tour up in New Delhi, New York, which is spelled New Delhi. But there was like, normally we're supposed to stay in like a certain caliber or, whatever. Whatever is like equivalent in the area. But it was like they had no hotel. So we were staying at like this really spooky, scary like motel. And so we all get our own rooms. And we go to the show. The room is like terrible, you know. Like I remember the bathroom had like splatters of something all up and down the walls. I was like,
God.
Splatters.
I was like, I don't know if this is blood or someone on the run dyed their hair and like flipped it over. I couldn't tell. But when we got home, we got back from the show that we did that night. We pulled the car around, and I am walking to my motel room, and I just go, the door is open, guys. My door was wide open, and I was terrified. I think I remember asking Ben Remeka would be like, can you go in my motel room, make sure no one's in there? And it was winter and like so spooky. But I was already scared of it like before the show. So,
Marcy, that happened to me at a weird motel when I was at a wedding up in like, what is Sonoma? Like high up in Northern California, where I came home from the wedding and my motel door was open.
And you were,
and I was just like, and I had like friends come in with me. Nobody was in there. Nothing was stolen. Nothing was taken, but it was just like, what the fuck, dude? And it was a place where like it was the only place I could get a room, you know, because there was like one other nicer one in the little town, and so it was just like, oh fuck, man. It's nasty.
Motels. Did you find the spooky West Virginia town, Natalie?
No, you guys. The stuff that came up was really not helpful.
Okay.
Oh, boo!
That'll happen.
It's like Big Coffee Pot in North Carolina.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, that sounds fun to visit.
I'll go to Big Coffee Pot.
But it's worth a Google. You know what I mean? It might be like West Virginia town coffee pot thrown every time someone new comes.
Yeah, if you've had a coffee pot thrown at you in a West Virginian motel, please send in a voice memo.
You're entitled to compensation. Yeah.
Mesothelioma. Well, this has been so fun hanging out with our new friends.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh my God, it's been a blast.
Remind everyone where to find you.
Well, basically, you go to where you get your podcasts and you look up Exploration Live.
Yeah.
Nice.
Simple as that.
And
nice.
Anywhere individually you want them to come find you, knock on your door with a little mask in a window.
Yeah, my address, my home address.
Put my address in the notes.
Okay, you got it. You
can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chunk Bardey if you want. No pressure.
Yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nat Rotter-Laitman.
Yeah.
Not my best work, but
Rotter-Laitman.
whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
gotta stick with that.
This has been so fun. Thank you guys for having us.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming on.
This is so
let us
fun.
know if you have nightmares.
Please.
Yeah, Charlie.
I will.
We're praying for you.
Charlie.
And talk about financial compensation. You'll be hearing from Headgum's
From my
lawyers. We got a legal team now for exactly this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.